What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at a Mattel WWE Elite Collection Best of Pay-Per-View WrestleMania 29 Build-A-Figure Paul Heyman. Now, I've been keeping up with my WrestleMania reviews. We had Daniel Bryan, who came with his legs, CM Punk, who came with the arms, Brock Lesnar came with the jacket and the head, and John Cena finished off with the torso. So what I'm going to do now is take a little moment, take a break, get these guys off screen, and then we'll go on to finish our review on Paul Heyman. So sit tight, everybody. So here we have the Elite Paul Heyman pose now packed, or fully assembled, I should say. Let's get a good 360 of him. Really nice figure. I do have a few complaints about him, though. One quality control issue is that his waist is really loose and doesn't seem to want to clip all the way down. I don't know what I can do about it, but you know, sadly that's what happens when you buy figures. Sometimes you're gonna get bad quality control. Now let's flatten out my base, and let's bring in the basic Paul Heyman for comparison. And so here we have the basic Paul Heyman pose next to the Elite Paul Heyman, and yes, there are quite a few differences in these Paul Heymans. Besides the added articulation that this one has with the double jointed knees and swivel. He has a darker suit, his is lighter. I'm not sure if you can pick it up, but the hue on this one shirt is more like a bluish, a really light blue. His is just white. Ties are also completely different, and the head sculpts are completely different. I do like the little ponytail. I like that he actually has strands of hair on the top of his head. He doesn't. But really nice. I think I like the head sculpt on this one better, but this one's a little tall. You can see he's like half a head taller than basic Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman's a short guy, and I don't know. I don't know how to feel about the taller Paul Heyman. It also looks like this one has a different body underneath this, because he does look thicker. I don't know what it is. He looks thicker. But let's move that basic Paul Heyman off to the side. And let's see, Paulie Dangerously. I really love that head sculpt. That's probably the best Paul Heyman head sculpt I've seen on a figure to date. Really nothing to notice other than a lot of nice details in the coat. So overall, really nice looking figure. So let's get him standing up straight so we can move on to his articulation. Now this Paul Heyman does have full elite articulation, and what that is, ball jointed head. He can look up, down, left and right, and he tilts his head side to side. Arms go out, do a full 360. They spin at the bicep, bend single joint at the elbow, spin and bend at the wrist. And it's the same for both arms. He does have the ab crunch. That is his abs crunching right there. He swivels at the waist, although mine is really loose. Legs go forward and all the way back. They go out. He spins at the thigh. Double jointed in the knee. And he has this rocking pivot in his ankle, so that's really nice. You can see full range of movement in his ankle right there. Really enjoy this figure, so what I'm going to do now is get him posed on and move on to my final thoughts, so sit tight, everybody. And so here we have Paul Heyman posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I do like this figure. There's just a few issues I have with it. One, quality control, and then one is he's too tall. I do like the head sculpt. The head sculpt sold me on this Build-A-Figure, and I might just keep the basic Paul Heyman and just do a simple head swap. Who knows? But I really do enjoy this figure. It costs about $80 getting Paul Heyman complete. That's $20 for each one, not including tax. If you can find all 4 figures, which they're getting pretty hard to find right now since the JR wave is now hitting stores, pick them up, especially if you want this Paul Heyman. I think the going rate on a complete Paul Heyman right now is $25 to $30. I might be wrong. But he's a really solid figure, and I do recommend you pick him up, especially if you missed out on his basic release. And this is King of Dragons 5000 saying, I'll see you later. Thank you for watching, and take care.